At this time, I'd like everyone to rise for our salute to the flag, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States Okay. First thing we're going to start off with is that the meeting is being, we're doing a hybrid situation where we have some people here, obviously, and then we have some people in the Zoom meeting due to the ongoing health concerns of COVID. In the back, we have Scott Wilson, who is taping the meeting for us, who has done that for years, and call the meeting to order. And we'll start with a consent agenda. Do I hear a second to approve the consent agenda? The entire consent agenda? All in favor? Aye. Aye. Okay. And then there is a note on here that the Parks and Rec board meeting February 18th was scheduled because of the declared snow emergency on that day. Next, we move on to departmental reports.
Done here this evening. Road crew is out there. Obviously, they've been working on all these storms that we've had, and now that it's hopefully stopped for the winter, but we'll find that out later on. Don's been Brook been out cleaning up areas. So areas where we do a lot of cinders down, so he's out cleaning up some of those cinders. He's also cleaning up areas where clouds might roll off some grass or whatever off the roadside. So they're just going out there and generally clean the spots up that they have. So far it's been an interesting winter with many storms we've had, and that's nice.
Yeah, I think everyone would agree to that.
Yep.
Next, we have a planning commission minute.
So now the next thing we have is Christie.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I looked at the consent agenda about that. Next is Christy. Sorry, Christy.
No worries. The Honeybrook Community Partnership met twice since our last regular board meeting. Going forward, the regular meeting time will be the second Tuesday of the month at 4:30 p.m. via Zoom. The partnership is looking for more organizations, businesses, individuals, nonprofits to join the partnership for planning and implementing of its program. The grant program for nonprofits will be a little bit later than it has been the last few years, but will continue this year. And the two Twin Valley Senior Scholarships for $500 each will also be taking place. The application has been submitted to the high school, and they are due back April 6th. The Neighbor Brook subcommittee has now met 3 times, and there is now a timeline for the contest and subsequent application submission to the United States Geographic Naming Bureau for our unnamed stream number 4. Be looking for the official announcement for phase 1 of the contest, which is April 19th. That will be on the partnership website, hppartnership.org. Last week it was announced that the PFAS convention has been canceled for 2021. However, the workshop will still take place virtually. This year, Louise Weinberg and I will be presenting implementing a logical addressing scheme for new construction on Wednesday, April 7th at 2. I have webinar pass that will allow any of us at the township to attend the PFAS prevention webinars. And that will be deducted from the registration fee from 2020, which was rolled over to this year, and which will now be refunded to us sometime in May. Then there's some PennDOT news. PennDOT has its transportation performance report at talktransportation.com. This is a biennial report that is the first step in the state transportation program planning process. And they have a public comment period open now through Wednesday, April 14th. You can submit feedback at that website, or by emailing them from the website, or by calling 717-783-2262 from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. to request a printed copy of the survey or complete it by phone. They will have an online public forum on Tuesday, March 23rd, from 6:30 to 7:30, which will be broadcast statewide via Zoom and Facebook Live, and will feature PennDOT Transportation Secretary Yasmin Gramian. The public will also be able to submit questions ahead of time at the website talktransportation.com. While we're speaking about PennDOT, the liquid fuel fund for 2021 will be 7% lower than we received in 2020, which actually is good news because the original percentage was 6 to be down 10%. One of the Delhi residents let us know that Delhi will actually be using their usual venue for the municipal primary in May for that precinct. And lastly, the Township Administration Office will be closed on Friday, April 2nd, and Good Friday. And that's my report.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Steve Landis, our township manager.
Yeah, we'll continue with some PennDOT news. I don't know if anybody noticed yet, but PennDOT is having lane closures on Horseshoe Pike between Roberts Lane and Village Square in the township. This week through Friday, March 19th. So, watch out for that. It might be slightly longer delayed. They're closing down on the lane for that stuff. I had a virtual meeting with our DCNR project coordinator for the phase 1 of the James Humboldt Park renovation. And joining us on that meeting was the township landscape architect of the project, Chuck Stradowski. And this was a mandatory meeting that DCNR has all of its successful grant applicants participate in, and talks about all of the items in the grant agreement, all requirements there, and also what needs to be done in order to get ready to go out and bid. So after that meeting was concluded, our project coordinator gave the township the right to proceed with the project. And right now, Mr. Strasky has a surveyor out of the park, and he's collecting information of in the area of the park where the work's going to take place, so the final design can be started. The township filed its recycling report this past month. The report talks about the types and weight of all recycling materials that are connected in the township. And we filed that with Chester County this time. And that's a prelude to the filing that we have to do in September of this year to Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Resources. And that recycling program, the grant that we received, is based on, in part, the total weight of recycling materials that are recycled. So this was one of the reasons that we're trying to go out and make sure that we have all the haulers who were working out here to get those weights. We have the first part of our reporting completed, and we'll finish up in September with the rest. Village Green, I'm sure everybody's aware that there were a couple of incidents of a flooded basement, one severely flooded over there, one of these in December, all the reported was December 1st. And by the end of December, the developer had a plan that was acceptable to the township, and Technicon told them to go ahead and, they were able to get the work done. Now, unfortunately, that work hasn't started to date, and Mike Ryderson, I guess you'd say, hounding the developer to find out start date. And Mike, why don't you give a brief update of what you learned today?
Yeah, thank you, Steve. Just the update for the board. The contractor was originally scheduled, they told me about a week ago that they would be starting the work this past Tuesday, yesterday. Apparently, this was the first time the contractor was on site because when they went to look to see where the storm sewer was being laid out, apparently the Pennsylvania one call identified a gas line that was located in the same location where the storm sewer was designed to go. Which obviously caused an issue from that end. So the developer told me yesterday that he's planning a meeting this morning with the excavator and also the design engineer to discuss the matter. And I did reach out to the developer this afternoon and got another update. And apparently they've decided that they're going to be relocating the gas line. And I'm going to find out what the time frame for that is. I don't know how quickly that can be done. Which may further delay the storm sewer installation because of the business of the gas line. But the latest that I have, Steve, is that for the board is just that they're going to be relocating the gas line in order to install the storm sewer as originally planned.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Today we received, I guess it's a long-awaited submission for Arbor's Edge, the development that's going to be off of Chestnut Tree Road, just a little bit short distance from Horseshoe Pike. It's been a development that's a long time in the making. The board might remember, a year ago or so, having a conditional use hearing for this project. Since then, the project's been completely redesigned. It no longer needed any type of zoning relief, and they're coming in with a brand new project. Like I said, it was received today, and it's going to be on the Planning Commission's March agenda. So that'll be coming to the board before we call. I just want to report that after your last regular meeting, the people, the representatives of the Port Mobile Home Park expansion did indeed ask for a continuance of their zoning hearing, which was scheduled on March 1st. And that's going to be continued until May 17th. And this continuance is providing with some time to review review their plan and layout and, discuss variants. So, we don't know what it is they're going to do, but, we'll find out, before the May 17th meeting. And the last thing I have is another PennDOT item. This land report that PennDOT has found the 2019 expenditures and found that everything is in order, that the money is expended according to PennDOT rules, and we got a clean bill of health from them. That's all I have.
Thank you very much for your update. Item 4 would be, Land Conservation Committee. No one here from Land Conservation. Have they had any?
No, they have one coming up. They are gonna have one this month, and, that's on March 16th.
That's all, is that 7 or 7:30?
That's seven.
Thank you. Next we have, Parks and Rec.
Well, they did not meet due to the weather, so there is no update from Brook Park or.
Thank you. Then we have, planning. We have, planning. Mike, don't want to give the update, and, Mike, do you have an update for that?
Yeah, I'll just keep it brief, Tracy. Steve had already mentioned, in his report that we had just received plans for the, Arbor Edge development there on Chestnut Tree Road, so we're reviewing that, for the March meeting. We also have revised plans that are submitted for Local 3, that we'll be looking at, yet again. There were some comments that were forwarded to the, applicant at last month's planning commission meeting related to that development. So hopefully, those items will be, incorporated into the revised submission, and we'll have a review of that, plan as well. But, that's all I have, unless, Terry had additional items for tonight.
He's saying no, so, all right,
Thank you.
thanks, Mike. Okay, next up we have open forum. We'll start out with the people that are physically here. Does anyone on this side of the room have anything they'd like to say? Does anyone on this side of the room have anything they'd like to say?
We're hearing that it's submitted an application for, knowing that.
Yes, and that's on the agenda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you'll be able to talk about
All
that.
right,
In a very short period of time, you're gonna get to talk about that.
Thank you.
yeah, we have to go through it in order of. Okay, so does anyone on Zoom have anything that they'd like to say?
Dan, do you have anything?
Yes, I do. Can you hear me?
Yes, this is Dan Lindley.
Oh, okay.
Couple things. Is the Plea Road open?
Yes,
Is that affirmative?
yes it is.
Okay. Would you reiterate what you said about lane closures on Horseshoe Pike? Where exactly is that?
They said that's going to be between,
Roberts Lane and,
Roberts Lane and the Village Square in Honeybrook.
Can you?
Well, just from there, the Honeybrook Pharmacy, the gas station, EVs.
Okay.
Yeah, that little section there.
Okay, thank you. And one other thing for you, Christie, I was the guy that said that somebody put in their newsletter they were going to do polling, here.
That's how I would have their polling for their precinct, that's how I.
Right, that was in our newsletter, right? That's not an official notification to Huntington Township that's happened. So I would suggest that if Huntington Township wants to make sure that's true, to reach
out here to Motor Service for Top Management to verify that. I was just reporting it in our newsletter.
That's a good idea, Dan, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, that's all for me, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so now we're gonna go to page 2 of tonight's agenda. And then we have, new business, which is item 1, Kevin Burkholder, 307 Road, special exception application to operate a limited impact home occupation, which probably you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you want to come up to the microphone, so the stuff will pick up all the sound, right, to get that on the recording. So I don't know if, you and or Mike Reiner, who's on the Zoom meeting, want to explain exactly what this is?
Well, we wanted to open up a small grooming shop here in the garage. Beth has been a master groomer for 20 years or more. She was working at Value up until they closed the shop. And we just thought, well, why not do this at home? And that's what we set out on. We met with the planning commission in their last meeting. We're just moving forward trying to do that. We're talking about, 3 or 4 customers a day. At 110 square foot area in the garage, which is about a quarter of the garage, just to set up a ton of grooming table.
Is in your garage attached to your house or?
Yes, it's attached.
Okay. We had talked about it at work.
Yes, we did, and that's the application that you have in front of you there. And I had previously emailed that out to John, who's on the Zoom meeting with have that. Mike, I don't know if you want to say a couple of words about why, the zoning is required, zoning relief is required.
Yeah, no, I can, sure, Steve. This is what's called a limited impact home occupation, is the technical terminology for this type of use, which they are proposing to have that within, an attached garage onto the house, and they're going to be utilizing a section of that house. There are certain requirements that are followed for a limited impact home occupation related to the amount of area that they can operate, and certain other criteria that they must follow as part of the special exception process. So, Mr. Burkholder had provided an application and additional information to basically detail that he would be in compliance with all the requirements of the limited impact home occupation. The Planning Commission's main concern, I believe, was that the general public would not be permitted to come. It's more or less a scheduling an appointment to drop off, and then they would either wait in the car or drop off and leave and come back and pick up the pad after the grooming was completed. So, because of those items, they felt it met a limited impact and recommended supporting the application. So that's just for your information as a board, and again, you can take a position of support, no position or opposition to the application. Again, considering the Planning Commission's recommendation to go.
Right, if I may, we talked about this, that, some grooming shops bring all their dogs in the morning, have people pick them up in the afternoon. We're not doing that. We want people to bring your dog, drop them off, dog's done, come pick them up.
You're doing sort of one dog at a time.
One dog at a time. We're just, hoping to make a couple extra bucks and do a good service.
Okay. We're ready to take. John, do you have any questions?
Well, I'll second the motion. I'll second it.
Yeah. Do I hear a motion to support?
I think that's just support.
And
I'll second.
all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, item 4, any other new business?
Well, now you have item 2 is the motion to approve the payment of all invoices prepared by the treasurer.
Oh, yes, I think that's probably a good idea. I'd like to make a motion to approve all invoices prepared by the treasurer.
I'll make the motion to approve.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 And And then item 3, motion to accept or not accept the time extension from May 12th, 2021. Before the board supervisors just must render a decision on pending preliminary plan application for the mobile home park. 2232 Worship Pike. I make a motion to accept the time extension. Or, you want to make a motion?
I'll make the motion. Well, you make the motion, you make the motion, I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Now we're on.
Yes.
Okay. Do we have any other new business?
Another question for Mike, as far as Village Green is concerned.
Thank you.
In touch with that resident, she up to date on what's going on, or is that the responsibility of the developer? What we have done, I believe, John, the resident actually reached out to the township initially, and we did reply back, I believe. She was also updated. What I did was I asked the developer and/or the contractor to keep the resident informed, and obviously I would prefer that the township deals with the developer directly. That way we're kept in the loop on the information we should have. The inspections, any time frames, I've asked for him to update me on that. It's been, honestly, it's fairly difficult because I don't always get answers, but I have been, I think Steve said hounding determined that he is, and I've been touching base with him almost daily right now to try to keep that schedule moving forward. I've seen your follow-up, appreciate that. I just feel that there's been a poor record of the part that developer dealing with their customers, like that's this business, this customer relationship with his customers. But, we've gone through a series of complaints over the years from those residents. I just hope that, that person that's going through the ordeal right now is getting the information she needs. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we've been copied on.
Yeah, I think Mike's doing a great job on that.
Yes, thank you, Mike. Okay. Open forum? Anyone on this side of the room have anything? Carrie, go on. Okay, anybody on Zoom have anything they'd like to ask?
Dan, do you want to say anything?
I don't have any issues dealing with them.
I have a question for Chris. Are you making any court appearance lately?
I've actually been doing a lengthy zoning hearing process, but it's not in front of a judge, in front of just a zoning hearing board. That's why I've had some conflicts with your meetings. I've been down in Lancaster.
I mean, it's a look you have. It's a look you have. Not that I heard that one. We have to say, since our time listeners, this is the guy we knew before COVID. Just keep it going on. Okay. I have nothing else. I just wanted to make that side remark. Thank you. Great.
No problem. Okay. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I think so. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 And then our upcoming meetings are, in fact, listed here at the end of the agenda. March 15th, is there any hearing?
March 15th, that is not the date for the first hearing. It is indeed on the 22nd, which is listed below on our upcoming meeting.
Okay. And then March 16th, Land Preservation Committee. March 18th, Parks and Rec. March 22nd, Zoning Hearing Board. And March 25th, Planning Commission. April 7th, Board of Supervisors Workshop. And April 14th, the regular. Thank you all for coming.
So one other question, Christy. So when is your presentation? When is your seminar?
It is April 7th. That's a Wednesday. It's a lunchtime, webinar for you.
To access that from PSAP, is that one of those seminars that is charged?
was I bought the $99 pass, so any of the convention webinars can be viewed by any one of us. They haven't sent me the code yet, but so however many dozens of workshops they have, any of them can be seen for that one price. So
Is that like one pass for many, or is it one person per pass? So three of us want to do it, and you're involved.
well, that's the thing. I'm not sure about that. Like I said, I haven't received the code, but it will. The one pass will be available for anybody.
Yeah, I looked at one of their seminars